Hey there everyone, this is Clay, and this video here is going to be on why did my ex move on so quickly after our breakup. This is something that a lot of people have questions about, and they're a little bit frustrated with when it comes to, you know, their situation, their relationship. So we're going to be talking about this. Just so you know, I mean, obviously I'm outside in the forest today. They're doing some work on our house, and so I can't really record videos this week at home. They're covering up our windows, and so the lighting's not so great, and then they're also stomping around on the roof, so there's lots of noise. So I just decided to come out here to this forest, not too far from where we live, and just do some hiking, get some exercise in, and record a few videos while I'm out here. But yeah, so after a breakup, it can be really frustrating for a lot of people to see that their ex has, you know, moved on or gotten into some sort of new relationship. Many times it causes people to go even further into damage control mode. You know, they're wondering, was our relationship even worth it? Was it even real? Did they even care at all? And the truth is that most of the time, yes, they totally did care. I mean, you know them better than I know them. You know them better than anyone else out there on the internet, or any other coach or any other person out there might know them. So you would probably have a better sense of what they would be capable of. And chances are, if you felt that your relationship with them was real, then it probably was real. Many times after a breakup, people can not really know how to respond to it, or not really know how they fit into each other's lives after a breakup. And so it can cause them to do all sorts of strange things. A lot of what we think of when we think of, you know, our ex comes from what we see on TV or movies, where, you know, often there's this like really dramatic breakup, someone cheats or something like that, and so it makes sense for them to, you know, hate their ex. But a lot of times breakups happen, and it's really not this enormous blowout dramatic event. It's just the relationship just wasn't working for some reason or something like that. And so people are often caught in this strange place where it's like, okay, like I don't really hate my ex, but I'm not really sure how we fit into each other's lives, and everything else out there tells me that I'm supposed to hate them. How are we actually supposed to do this? Many times after a breakup, people feel like they need to justify their choice to break up. So many times they'll stretch or distort the truth about what happened in order to create a version of their ex that was, you know, worth breaking up with. So, you know, yeah, maybe you might have told a white lie once or twice or something, and so they might distort that and say, you know, you were always lying, or you could never be trusted, or something like that. Maybe they didn't have to work too hard to distort the truth. I don't know, maybe they did. It's a really common thing. And oftentimes, because of this, it puts people in a really competitive mindset when it comes to their ex. Like, okay, which one of us can move on first? Which one of us can get into a relationship first? Which one of us can get married first? Which one of us can seem like our life is 100% put together first? And whoever is able to, you know, do that wins, air quotes, the breakup. Many times, this is that whole not being on the same team dynamic that we've talked about in previous videos. What we want to do is we want to create a vision for you and your ex to relate to one another as you move forward in life, so that you can be on the same team. Because obviously, if you're on opposite teams and you're competing with one another, you're going to set yourselves up for a lot more challenges and a lot more struggle and conflict. And that's not necessarily what we want. I mean, you know, sure, if you want to hate your ex's guts and compete with them and overanalyze everything that they say and do online, like, sure, you can do that, as long as you're okay with the consequences of that, which is living in a constant state of insecurity, fear, anxiety, etc. What we want to probably do instead is have what we call a same team conversation, and create a possibility for the two of you to actually fit into each other's lives in a friendly sort of way. So many times we might advise someone to say something along the lines of, I know it can be a little bit confusing how you're supposed to fit into each other's lives right now after this breakup. I know I sometimes feel a little bit confused, and I could imagine that you might feel confused from time to time as well too. But rather than trying trying to deal with this on our own, why don't we just agree that we're on the same team here and we're not going out of our way to hurt one another or to do anything that would cause the other person pain, at least intentionally. And if it ever seems like that's what's going on, it's probably just a misunderstanding. What do you say? Is that something that we can agree to? Can we agree to be on the same team? Just trying to watch so I don't fall to my demise down this pathway here. And that can do something to really set the tone for the two of you being on the same team with one another. By the way, if you like these videos, if you like this whole me getting outside, walking around in nature thing, please let me know. Just leave a comment in the comment section or give this video a thumbs up. It's a totally free way to support the channel. Another main concern that a lot of people have is like, okay, maybe my ex isn't just moving on emotionally, maybe they're not just competing with me, but maybe they're like just jumping into a rebound relationship. This can be really troubling for a lot of people, and it can cause them to think all these thoughts about like, hey, was our relationship not worth it? Was it just a lie? Was it all fake? And you know, again, this is probably a rebound relationship. Rebound relationships are defined by how we deal with our emotions after a breakup, not necessarily by the amount of time that has or hasn't passed since the breakup. You want to ask yourself, has your ex dealt with the totally normal emotional process of grieving after your relationship ended? Most of the time they haven't. And again, that's because of this competitive drive. There's also this strong Facebook, social media pressure that people feel to you know, always look like they have it together or always seem like everything's going perfect in their life. And so it does cause people to do things like try to rush into a relationship, rush into some sort of dynamic that's maybe not necessarily the best for them, and they probably even know that's not necessarily the best for them, but they do it anyway. And so just know that your ex is probably going through their own challenging emotional experience too. It's probably causing them to make some less than ideal choices along the way. But I can tell you that your ex probably did care for you a lot. They probably did value your relationship. They probably did, you know, really give it an honest shot, at least in their opinion. And so what we want to do is we want to give them a little bit of compassion. Like, obviously don't be a doormat, but do what you can do to prioritize your own well-being, and just understand that what they're going through is really just an indication of their emotional state in life. It's not really the truth. It's not really how they're genuinely feeling. And just understand that it's really more emotional reaction than an authentic expression of what's going on. By the way, isn't that a beautiful lake down there? Hope this helps you out. I seem to have hit a bit of a dead end. Oh, there's the path over there. Okay. Anyway, I hope this helps you out. If you do want to learn more about this same team conversation and this whole same team stuff, I would recommend that you check out our course called Effortless Connection. You can find info on that down below. And also, you know, we do have that playlist on rebound relationships. You can check that out up there in the corner as well. But yeah, hope this video helps you out. But yeah, once again, let me know what you think about these walk and talk videos. Maybe I might do some more of these if these are something that people like. Anyway, hit that thumbs up button. Take care, and I will talk to you next time.